Hola, hola. I hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you are in the world, and it feels good to be back handheld. As you can see by the way I'm dressed, it is winter here in Mexico City. It has been chilly. Let me tell you, cold. It's definitely colder in my apartment than it is outside. Like, I feel like I'm doing the most with this coat, but I have needed this coat. So shout out to Grandma, because that's who I got my coat from. I was talking with my friend earlier, and she was like, girl, you need to be doing the weekly vlogs. Like, give the girls weekly vlogs. And it's something that I've been thinking about. Like, I'm just happy that I've been consistent for a little over a month now. But I do really like, I can't hear myself. I do really like this style of longer, like hour-long vlogs. And I really want to challenge myself to make them. What am I doing today? That's where I should start, right? I am walking to meet up with someone who watches my channel, which I always love to do. If I have the bandwidth, like, I'm always happy to meet up with y'all. Please, if you see me out, do not ever hesitate to say something. I am so grateful to meet anyone who supports and takes the time to watch, or anyone who's found my videos helpful. So yeah, I'm really happy she said something. Her name is Pau. We're gonna go have an afternoon coffee or tea. I'm actually trying not to have any coffee today because I have fallen into a bit of a habit. I was never a caffeine person, ever. Even rarely drank green tea, but so many people in my life really love and appreciate coffee, and so I just found myself drinking it more. Also, Mexico City just has incredible coffee, and so many coffee shops, and just incredible coffee that comes out of Mexico. So I just started dabbling in it more and more. Next thing you know, I'm making pots of coffee for myself in the morning, and I'm trying to pump the brakes a little bit. It's only been I feel a couple months of this habit, and just a couple weeks of me actually making it at home. I was never even making it at home before, but I want to make sure I don't go overboard, especially because I'm doing an ayahuasca ceremony next month, y'all. And I know part of that detox will be caffeine. I haven't talked about this at all publicly, but yes, I'm doing my first ayahuasca retreat. It's going to be with a black shaman here in Mexico. My friend has actually worked with her before, and she put together this group just of our friends, and she opened it up to also indigenous Mexicans. It's going to be in Mexico. I'm so excited for this experience. I can't think of a time where I'll have a better option. I'm doing it with my community. I'm doing it in Mexico. I'm doing it with a black shaman and someone who my friend has already worked with, so she's vetted. And I'm just I felt like I had to take advantage of it. I really wanted to. The medicine has been calling me for a minute. I feel with where I am in my healing journey, I'm prepared for this journey. It's going to be just a weekend. I know some people do it for a week at a time. We're not doing that. I also don't necessarily think I need that. But yeah, it's happening in January. And I feel it's the last thing I need. I think it's going to be really helpful for me. I have done so much work on myself, to work on my issues around my confidence and self-worth, and just standing behind myself and owning who I am, therapy, coaching, like my own work. And I feel like this is going to be the last thing that like kind of, I don't know, gets me to where I want to be. That's what I'm hoping for. So we'll see. I'm definitely not going to be like filming any part of that experience. Like that is really going to be offline. But if you're curious in hearing like about how I'm preparing or like a reflection after the experience, please let me know. That just made me realize my friend sent me her reflections after her combo experience and I haven't responded to her. Anyway, yeah, so that's something I'm looking forward to in the new year. And like I am taking it very seriously, and I want to respect the medicine and the culture around it and the experience and how thoughtful the shaman is being in preparing the experience. Like she's in Peru in the jungle right now, like gathering what she needs. Like I think my friend said she's like working on the songs and things that will be a part of the ritual. I did an introductory call with her just to learn more about her background and why she does the work that she does, and I feel really safe with her, and I'm really like, yeah, I'm just really looking forward to it. Obviously, hold on, I'm crossing the street. The traffic is trafficking. Obviously, there are parts of me that like are a little scared. Like just, I don't know what direction is going to take me. I have a feeling because, whoa, I've learned that it makes you confront your worst fears. And so I think that my experience is going to be very connected to my family, specifically my parents, that I'm going to have to work through some things with them. But that's just what I'm predicting. Like, I'm sure it's going to be more impactful, and it's probably going to be nothing that I'm predicting. It's probably going to be like nothing that I'm predicting. So we'll see, y'all. I briefly talked about it. I don't know if this video is going to be out. Yes, it will be out by the time. But in the video that I shot with Damon about our relationship to alcohol, if you haven't seen that, definitely go watch it. It's like, I love my conversations with him, and I'm glad that I was able to bring one to my channel. But we talk about how we both have like been exploring psychedelics more, and just like natural ways of releasing, of expanding our minds, of, you know, embracing different ways of thinking. And I have really loved my experiences with mushrooms, and I think that like I'm a way different person because of them, and I can only imagine how my ayahuasca experience is going to change me. So that's coming up. I'm almost to my destination, so I'm going to not get hit by a car. That's the first thing I'm not going to do. And I'm going to put my camera away, and then I'll check in with you guys after. Thank you. Welcome to my NBA cribs.
It was an experiment of the architect because he didn't actually know that if it was going to work or not. I mean, he kind of knew it because he studied and solved with geometry, but it was something pretty new because nobody worked with this. This is a highlight because in most of his projects he uses a different technique.
I've had a lot of moments recently that are helping me believe that this is something that I should continue doing. And it's not like I wanted to quit, but you know, like things have been really slow for me. Like I haven't received like much confirmation that like this is my path other than like my own belief. And so having those moments with people like is really good for me. And I think also like I'm finally just admitting and like within myself and to the people around me that like I want to be a content creator. It's not that I ever didn't want to, but I feel like before I was saying, you know, I want to be a content creator and this, content creator and something else. It was like the content creator dream. I felt like maybe I missed my opportunity. I think because like there are a lot of people in my life who have already accomplished that dream, or like because the demographic of content creators is like getting younger, and maybe like I've missed my like prime, or for a lot of reasons I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't just like, you know, fully dive into this dream. And I think that's why for a while like I wasn't consistent, because it's like if you don't ever give 100%, then if it doesn't work out, then you can't really like say you failed, because I never really tried. And I'm finally just like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to try, and if it doesn't work, which I like don't believe that it won't, you know, then like I know that I will learn something through this experience. But like I think I just got tired of pretending like this wasn't something that I really wanted. And I don't know how I got on that topic. Oh, because I met up with someone who watched my channel. Yeah, she just like really affirmed me, and she didn't have to do that. And it really felt like great to hear her words. And I'm so lucky to be surrounded by so many friends who are constantly like rooting for me and encouraging me to keep going. And yeah, I really needed that this week and today. And yeah, it's a feeling I'm really grateful for. I started my Invisalign treatment. I don't know if I've talked about this on here before, but I've started my Invisalign treatment at the end of last year, beginning of this year, and I definitely thought it was going to be more like kind of set it and forget it. I'd get my aligners and I wouldn't have to come as much, but I pretty much had to be here every week, and it's not super close to my house, so just something to be aware of. Like the Invisalign treatment is pretty hands-on, because they want to make sure that like your aligners actually fit, that you're making the progress you need. So just a heads up. But I love my dentist. He has helped me work through so much trauma I have around the dentist, because I just used to get really scammed by my dentist in LA. I've never, since like I was old enough to be off of my mom's plan, I have not had dental insurance. So everything has had to be out of pocket. Obviously in the US, that's like a crazy amount of money. And I was really taken advantage of by my dentist in the US, like time and time again, but I just was so fearful, and they instilled a lot of fear in me. So I didn't like ever question what they were telling me. I didn't ever question my prices. And towards the end, I started to just get really resentful of the dentist, and I never wanted to go. And like, thanks to Eric, and I'll put his information down below, like I don't feel that way anymore. It's been such a positive experience. He's so lovely, transparent, honest, and my teeth have never been in like better condition. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y tú?
Muy bien, gracias.
That is the 20, no, this is 24?
Yeah.
Of 26.
But remember, this one is ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I gotta see what happened
Okay.
right now.
So this is why you get it adjusted, because I'm at different trays. Like my top has progressed faster than my lower, and we're realizing that the next tray doesn't fit. earlier in this journey, like I would take some trays home, but it kind of like messed me up because they weren't fitting the way they're supposed to, and so this is why you come in and check for it.
So we need to strip it a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we need to be pushing them together.
Okay.
And then immediately in the back,
Okay.
it will be ended. That's why we need to stripping a little bit in the front. Mm-hmm. Even if you see this, let me show you. Let me show you. If you see this, a little bit.
Yeah. So I just finished. It's about like a 30-minute appointment. He did something called stripping, which is basically like shaving my teeth down so that they have space to move because I have such big chompers that like they need to shave them down so that when they're shifting that they can actually shift into the place that they're supposed to shift. Like some of my teeth were overlapping and so that was like the majority of the appointment. Sometimes like earlier when the movements were more minor, like I would just come in, they'd give me my aligners. Sometimes they give me a couple at a time, like I had said, and I'd be in and out. But now, like the teeth are making big moves. So, yeah, he has to make sure that they have space. And the next time will be my last tray for the top, and then I have 3 more for the bottom. So. All in all, it's been like a very positive experience. You also do have to pay for every time you come in, or it was like I have to pay for 12 appointments regardless, like 12 appointments on top of the cost of the actual Invisalign. So yeah, I will say like doing this with the dentist is the way to go. I don't know if you guys are up to date with the news on like Smile Direct Club, but they completely shut down, and like people who are in the middle of their treatments are just like kind of out of luck, and yeah, you don't want to find yourself in that position. Something that my scammy dentist told me, which I believed, like I trusted him, because I had been thinking about Invisalign before, but my dentist in LA said to like stay away from the do-it-yourself braces. He's like, this is like, people study years to be able to help you, you know, with this service. Like doing it at home and it being all like hands off is not the way to go. And after going through this experience, I agree with him. There were a lot of adjustments that had to be made, and it's very, I could see how it's easy to do this process and like mess up your teeth and get yourself in like a place that was like worse than where you started. So I wouldn't recommend doing the at-home ones if you're thinking about getting this. But yeah, now I'm gonna head back home, and I'm making a little lunch now. I don't know if anyone else does this. This is like very much, I grew up eating just like ginger straight. I do this with pickles, any pickled veggies. Wow, my mouth is watering. Also, like in the Japanese diet, there are a lot of fermented foods. And yeah, I love anything that's cold and pickled, and like I could smash a can of ginger or like pickled cucumbers, pickled plums, like in a matter of minutes. Something I've also been wanting to share that I have been really scared to share is that I started eating eggs again. I don't know if you're new here. I used to be vegan, and earlier this year I started incorporating eggs back into my diet, and it's felt like this big secret because like veganism was such a big part of my life, and I really still do like believe in it in many ways. And like I don't even want to there's no way to justify what I'm doing. Like I am eating the eggs and I still feel like it's wrong, even though my body feels good. Like I know that like I don't know. Yeah, like I still like think it's morally wrong that I'm doing it. I haven't been wanting to share just because I've been scared. But I figured I want to end the new year honestly and say that I'm eating eggs now, and I understand if you don't agree with it. Completely understand. Even I don't agree with it, which is weird because I'm doing it. But yeah, one thing about me, I'm going to struggle with task switching. Getting back into work after I've taken a break, a challenge. But I'm sitting back down to finish this video because I want to get it out in the next couple of hours. The longer I wait, the longer it's harder for me to get back into the swing of things. I will say though, and Damon has been trying to put me onto this method for a while, and I've done it every now and then, but the Pomodoro method is really good for my brain. And the trick that he taught me that we did while he was here when we were co-working together is like, I have the timer on my computer, but like I X out. Also, let me explain what the Pomodoro method is. It's basically like 25 minutes of straight work, then a 5-minute break. You can change, you can do 30 minutes, whatever you're comfortable with. We do 25 minutes on, 5 minutes off. And like the satisfaction I get from like 25 minutes of concentrated work, and then I physically like cross out the task on a piece of paper. It gives me that dopamine fix that my ADHD brain needs. I also don't know if I've talked about this, but there was like a couple months that I was testing out medication this year, more than a couple months. Yeah, but a couple months this year I was testing out ADHD meds, and I just never felt like it helped me in a lot of ways, but there were also a lot of ways that it like just made me uncomfortable and felt very like rough on my body. So I've been trying out little different brain hacks and things I can do holistically to keep myself focused, and the Pomodoro method is one of them. Also incorporating matcha into my daily life because L-theanine is in matcha, and that helps with keeping you focused. So yeah, all that to say, I'm feeling good. I'm happy to be consistent on YouTube. I'm going to finish this video and put it out, and I can't wait for y'all to see it. By the time that this is out, you would have already, or maybe you haven't seen it, but this video is now out. So yeah, let me get back to it, and I'll check in with y'all later. Where did we leave off? I think I was in the seat the last time I talked to you, which was yesterday. It's 9:30 in the morning, Friday, December 15th, and I just got back from my new swim school. Everything really happens for a reason, okay? Because I've been wanting to try this swim school for a while because it's closer to where I live, so I can walk there. I've been having to like take a car, take an Uber to the swim school I was going to before, and I just like never, well, first off, that school is for, the school I've been going to, it's mainly a kids swim school. They have adult classes in the morning, but it's mainly for kids. And the main thing that I wanted to learn was how to tread water, but the pool is so small, like shallow, that I could never learn there. But I just got comfortable. I liked that it was super early. And I've honestly been intimidated to try this new swim school because I know it's a bigger pool. I felt like it would be more advanced. Like, I don't know why when I looked at the schedule for this swim school, and because it's like a adult lap pool, I was just worried that I would not be able to keep up. And I didn't know that they had basic swim classes. I went to my class this morning, but because I didn't message them before, like they wouldn't let me take the class this morning. And so I was like, well, I'm not going to get up early for nothing. So I went to the school that I've been interested in trying out, and wow, like I am so happy that that happened this morning. This instructor at the new swim school, I really, really enjoyed. The pool is bigger, and then like I got to the end where I couldn't touch my feet, and I just tried to tread, and I could do it, which is like this thing that's been on my list all year. And I was like, oh my God, this was way easier than I thought it would be, and I immediately got it. So that felt really good to accomplish. Yeah, and so everything happens for a reason. Now I'm going to sit down and do a little bit of work. I leave for LA on Sunday, and I kind of want to reach out to the company that I'm going to reach out to the company that I, like the swim cap company, Soul Cap, because I would love to know if they are interested in doing a partnership. I just ordered another one because the one I have, I think I could go a size down, and I really, really love it. So I'm gonna reach out to them, send them a little pitch right now. My pitch emails never really work, but I'm gonna try my luck with them. And yeah, what else am I gonna do today? I'm gonna work. I'm gonna meet up with my friend Envela. She's having a pop-up for her thrift store. And so I'm gonna go help her set up, help her steam some of the clothes, meet a friend for coffee, and then have dinner with my friend Jen. So yeah, it's gonna be a nice Friday. I also wanted to say I'm really enjoying this format. Shout out to my friend Shadea for encouraging me to do a weekly vlog or a week vlog. I don't know if I'm gonna do these weekly, but I like this format. And it's nice to like show different aspects of my day. I think I was really caught up in trying to make this as visually interesting as possible, but I think that will come over time. And I also think like it's not as big of a deal. I think the weekly vlog vibe is way more relaxed when I watch other people. So I'm like, I can have a relaxed weekly vlog. It doesn't have to be like I'm doing a bunch of things all the time. I have to be one of the most introverted, extroverted people because one thing about me, I love my alone time. I love it. I love being in my house. I love being at home. And I'm also always trying to squeeze in every single hangout in one day. And I'm never taking the layout of the city into consideration when I make these plans. Like, catch me running from opposite sides of town like a chicken with my head cut off, because that's just how we roll. But it's been a good day, productive day. Also, look at all this cute little fruit. Oh. That was probably the worst shot you've ever seen on YouTube. I know that I didn't get that in frame, but I always feel weird and I never want people, well, one, I don't want to film people without their permission, and two, sometimes I feel weird filming people's businesses. Like, even though in Mexico people are really open to it and like always happy to be on camera, but I only like to do that in scenarios where I've asked. So anyway, I hope you got some of those. I hope you were able to see some of those oranges. And yeah, now I'm going to meet Elena. I hope her baby's with her. We'll go to her pop-up, and then I'll see another friend for coffee. I kept running into her in the city. We finally solidified a plan. And then, like I said, I have dinner with Jen tonight. So it's going to be a jam-packed day. Buenos dias. I am running late to a workout class right now. It's Saturday, December 16th, and this will probably be the final day of this weekly vlog because I head to LA tomorrow. And this is a Mexico City vlog. So yeah, today's gonna be a pretty busy day. I have an appointment. My friend Jade put together this yearbook photo shoot. Did I already talk about this? Sorry if this is repetitive. She put together or came up with this idea of all of our friends doing like a yearbook photo shoot. She literally hired a lighting person and wants us all to dress like in our theme. I'm going to be, I think that she's going to attach superlatives, and I want mine to be something like most likely to create an award-winning film or create an award-winning documentary. And so I'm going to take my Super 8 camera as a prop, camcorder as a prop, and I'm running right now. But I'm really excited. I think it's such a good idea. And like, it'll be nice for us to capture our friends, our friendship, ourselves at this moment of time in our lives. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then I need to pack and prepare, and I don't need to take that much stuff. Like, I'm gonna be rocking the same couple of outfits. It's gonna be family time while I'm in LA. I don't need to be dressing up for anyone. I'm gonna see a couple friends while I'm there, but like, really when I go to LA, especially now that my mom has moved back there, it's like family time only. So yeah, that's on the agenda for today. I have, my class starts in less than 15 minutes and I have quite a ways to go, so I'm going to turn this off and start booking it. Okay, so I'm on my way to the yearbook photo shoot. I stopped at my friend Lou's apartment. She's a designer and has the best sense of fashion. Also, her apartment is just beautiful. Like, she needs to be an Architectural Digest. But I came here because I wanted something that I haven't worn before for the shoot that like matched my vibe for 2024. But I didn't want to buy anything new just for the occasion. I'm really trying to like chill on spending, especially when it comes to clothing. And I found this like beautiful green blouse. I mean, she has things that are just, she has so many beautiful pieces of clothing, but that I felt was like exactly what I'm looking for. Green is my color for this era of my life. And yeah, I'm really excited. So I'm waiting for the Uber now to arrive. I should be there in the next, see what time it says. She only rented the studio out from 1 to 3 and I'll get there at 2:24. So I'll get there within the window. I'm really, really excited. And yeah, like once again, I think this is such a great idea. I'm really happy that Jade came up with this.
Thought that I'd be healing now. I didn't think I'd have to feel this now. I thought I would've moved on, but somehow the feeling's still strong. Like I'll be on my way out, thinking that I'm good, right? Suddenly you pass by, now you're stuck on my mind, thinking I was done now. But I guess I'll never be tired of you, of you. Of you. Know that I'ma ignore you all night. Know that I'ma decline your calls, right? But I know that when I get home, I'll check in my phone to see what you want, see what you wrote, cause I wanna know. Yeah, I'll be on my way out, thinking that I'm good, right? Suddenly you pass by, now you're stuck on my mind, thinking I was done now. But I guess I'll never be tired of you, of you, of you.
Can you say thank you for being here?
Thank you for being here. Bye.